Sup? This is Greggatron. Happy Friday. And I hope you like my shirt. It says float like a butterfly. Yeah. Sting like a bee. Speaking of this shirt, as you all know, everybody's been talking about it. That Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, whatever his name is. That fight is supposed to be tonight on Netflix. So I'm going to go over that a little bit. I guess yesterday or the day before they met up on stage. You know how they rally everybody around them for the publicity. I guess I'll call it the hype stage, right? So they're getting people hyped up. This person weighs this much, that person weighs that much. They actually weigh close to the same weight. And you probably saw the famous slap. Whoa, not Will Smith. This is a different guy slapping somebody. So I guess this guy, Jake Paul, stepped on Mike's shoe. And I don't know if he meant to or not. But you can't really tell when you first look at it. Well, Mike Tyson just was like, get off me. Slaps the guy. And all hell breaks loose. Well, it took Mike's whole team to separate Mike from this dude. And I'm like, wow, it took 20 men just... I'm like, wow, it took 20 men just to hold this guy back. But you could tell if Mike wanted to get through those guys to get to Jake, he probably could have. Well, anyway, Jake Paul's talking stuff. Oh, I didn't even feel that slap. You know why? Because he slaps like a bitch. Because he is a bitch. And today, Mike Tyson, or not today, but he said Mike Tyson, he basically says he's going down. He has to die. And another thing he mentioned I thought was fascinating. He said, oh, Mike Tyson, he's just angry, right? But when Jake Paul said what he said, he sounded angry. Well, then I thought, well, maybe Mike Tyson slapped you like you're a little bitch because maybe you are a little bitch. And I don't know a lot about this guy, but he just comes off as kind of a goofball. Am I wrong? Everything from his haircut to his crazy look, his expression. I don't know. I'm sure he's a great fighter. Well, here's the thing, buddy. You're 27 years old. Mike Tyson's 58. I'm 32. So Mike Tyson's been fighting since before you and I were both born. You know what I'm saying? What that means is Mike has an experience that you and I can't comprehend. Now, is Jake Paul probably a savage? Absolutely. Is he going to have more energy? Absolutely. But Mike Tyson has that steady knowledge. And he doesn't have to think about fighting because he lived it for so many decades. So his fighter instinct, his warrior spirit, I'll call it, will flow naturally. Now, I believe, this is my prediction, I think Jake Paul is going to get some good blows in. I think he's going to be full of energy and hype. The energy is going to be out of control. This guy's 27 years old. And I think Mike's going to be like sturdy and steady as a rock. I think Mike's going to hit him this one good time. And there's going to be more than just one hit, of course. Y'all don't understand. Mike can hit you one good time. I say good time for a reason. When he hits you that one time, whether it be in the ribs, I'm banking on the ribs. But I don't think this guy Jake Paul has the capacity to take that one punch from Mike. Because y'all don't know, Mike Tyson can hit you very hard. even at the age of almost 60, I would never want to fight this dude. Now, this guy Jake Paul, is he physically fit? Is he physically capable? Does he have the capacity to take that type of punch? I mean, yes and no. I don't think this guy has fought anybody like Mike Tyson. Because if he hits you that one good time, I think he can knock the wind out of you, which is kind of interesting because they're the same weight, right? But Mike just used to eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. And furthermore, how's it going to look either way if Jake Paul wins or loses? It's a double-sided sword, double-edged sword. On one hand, if you win, oh man, you beat up an old man, man. But if you lose, it's like, bro, you got your ass whooped by an old man, man. So that's why I say it's not what you think it is. I think it's all for publicity. It's all for money. Because I heard in the past on either one side or the other side, it might have been a YouTube short, that these guys have mad respect for one another. So outside of this fight, they're almost like friends. And all those fighters kind of know each other anyway. But the fact that Jake Paul was calling Mike Tyson a bitch and all this stuff, I'm like, dude, you're just doing this for hype. Like, you love Mike Tyson. Your whole career was probably inspired by Mike Tyson and others like him, right? So I think this is just for hype and money, which is fine. That's the sport. That's the game, right? And I think behind closed doors, these guys are talking on the phone, talking shit. Oh, that was so fun yesterday. Oh, I can't wait till the fight. I think they're cool. I don't think these guys hate each other. But then I heard somewhere Jake Paul talked about Mike Tyson's dead family member. Was it his daughter, I believe? I don't know how true that is. I try to stay away from the gossip aspect because I don't know a lot about their personal lives. But my point is, I think these guys are friends. And I think Netflix is going to make a truckload of money. Because we were actually talking about this at work over the summer. I didn't even think it was going to happen. But it's here now and everybody's talking about it, which is kind of interesting. Because it's finally here. And I'm not even like a mixed martial arts guy or a boxing guy. But if I'm talking about it, whoa, something's going on. But yeah. What will happen? What's going to happen? They're going to raise a lot of money. And they're going to inspire others who are both young and old to compete on that level against each other. Because we've never seen, well, I'm sure we've seen it somewhere, but when's the last time you've seen a 20-something-year-old fight a guy who's almost 60? So they're going to make a ton of money on both sides and Netflix. So yeah, beware. I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. But yeah, that's all this video was about. Nothing too crazy. I'm not like a boxing analyst. But yeah. I hope you like my shirt. And maybe we'll talk about it afterwards. Alright, peace.